welcome back subscribers and hello YouTube viewers. On this occasion we're in a town that caught my eye only because of its name, and it's called Grong Grong. Now, it's a small town, it's in New South Wales, it's near the border of Victoria, sort of, it's not too far away from the border of Victoria. So I thought we'll have a look and let's see what Grong Grong has to offer. The first thing we see coming through the town are these, it's just a lovely building. It caught my eye. So it's all the services, Memorial Club for the Second World War, so it's 1939 to 1945. And then we've got the School of Arts. Nothing wrong with the School of Arts. So it's not that old a building, even though in the 1930s, 40s. And there is a little plaque out the front. And once again, I'll bring it in relatively close. Press pause if you'd like to have a read. And away we go. So it says in February 1898, at a meeting of the town, it was resolved to take steps towards establishing a School of Arts. Fundraising was commenced and £2,000 was raised towards the total cost of £3,000. So it's a local thing that people put money in, a bit like the churches as well. And there is a church just further up to our left, which we'll go have a look at. So here we have St. Patrick's Catholic Church. Now the original Catholic Church was destroyed by fire on the 31st of March 1917. And in April 1917, members of the congregation made promises of donations of £200. The Catholic Bazaar held in August at the same year resulted in a profit of £700. An extraordinary amount for a small community, most definitely. So we'll see if we can go for a bit of a walk around. Now, can you hear that bird? It sounds like a human, not a bird. But what a beauty this church is. Whether or not they have mass here, I cannot tell you. But she is structurally sound. What a beauty. It is an elaborate church for something of a small town that this is. Wow, very good. Just a different angle. Looks like the roof might have recently been done with the corrugation. Looks good. Definitely watertight, that's for sure. So they do hold mass here, first, third and fifth Sunday, 8 a.m. Be there. But she's a really nice church. How many people attend? I cannot tell you. The population isn't that big, I'd assume. But there's some coloured glass in the lead light, which is nice. Yeah, the whole roof's been done. Very, very good. I do like the arches for the windows and all the glass. Very much in keeping with the church. Pardon me. Very, very good. I do like how they do the drainage. Very good. Lovely tower. Excellent. All right. Now there does appear that there are some abandoned homes in the township of Grong Grong, but generally speaking, there's some real terrific homes around here. Some really old sort of style homes. This one on the corner looks like it used to be a shop and a home behind. It's a very sleepy hollow of a town indeed. The only thing that's making any noises is the bird life. So here we are at the Grong Grong General Store, and the store was built in 1881. and carried almost everything under the one roof, including hardware, clothing and food supplies. It's also the post office today. So we'll just get a more distant view of it. So there's a phone booth. We've got the Grong store, that's very old, and then we've got the Reliance garage, and we have some silos in the background and some very vocal birds once again. So there's your Grong Grong silos, very good. There's your railway track. Now what's sort of the notice thing of this place is the Royal Hotel, which is in the distance, and we'll actually make our way there, and that's where we'll fly the drone from. But we've also got the Grong Grong station. It looks like the only thing that's still here is the platform itself, and that's all you get. So there's your Grong Grong sign for the station that once was. And as you can see, the platform is still there. I'm assuming it's the lines there also to service whatever's in the silos there for grain. Here's another shot of the platform. Very, very good. So we can say that this railway station has been abandoned, and the only thing left is the platform. But what is, as mentioned, is this pub, which we'll make our way to, which should be pretty good. And if I pan more to the right, there is another church in the distance, in the middle of your screen about now. We'll zoom in a little bit. And as you can see, the railway line is as straight as an arrow. Very good. And then when we pan finally around back to where the general store was, there is a really nice play area, and it looks like you're allowed to camp next to the former railway station, which is just great. There's water there to be had, and obviously close to that general store. So it's all a win-win for everyone if you decide to camp or spend the night in Grong Grong. So there is a playground in the township, and I do like the use of the old signs, and this is in the playground for the kids, which is very good. And over here there is a plaque talking about the railway station and what it used to look like. So I'll get right in close. Look at that. And we've got no glare. That's terrific. That's a nice shot. 1983. And then this one in 1980. So that's what it used to look like. If you want to read the information, just press pause and have a read. Now here's a picture of the Royal Hotel. And it looks like it used to be called Kelly's, and this was taken in 1930. So I'll just pan out a bit. So just press pause when you want to have a read. So the original Royal Hotel was built in 1878 by F.J. Flood. He and his son were mine hosts well into the next generation. Okay, very good. And we're just on the other side. So the railway tracks actually divide the town in half, which is interesting. And there's some mention here about the silos, so we'll just look at that for a second. That's a 1940s photo of the silos, and this is also taken from the 1940s. And it just quickly makes mention that the original 5 concrete silos were built in 1921 with a capacity of 8,000 tonnes of wheat. So we're in the wheat belt of New South Wales. Very good. So there she is, 1923 it was when it was built, the Royal Hotel. And as you saw earlier, there was another one here previous to this one. And she really does stand out. Very majestic looking. And I can tell you in this immediate town of Grong Grong, they have a rodeo. So they do have rodeos here, which is quite interesting. So we'll go inside, and I'd like to get a few pictures of inside the place, just to see what the bar looks like. Okay, so this is the interior of the bar, and wow, very, very good. And if you want to watch the horse racing, have a beer, have a meal, this is where you come. Very, very good. So excellent. I do like the fish on the wall, and that's what it is. Okay, now that the drone is on its way, this is where I take the opportunity to give you more sort of researched information than just me wandering around and surmising what I'm looking at. So Grong Grong is a small town that is located in the Riverina region of New South Wales, Australia. The town is situated on the Newell Highway, 23 kilometres east of Narrandera, in the Shire of Narrandera. The name Grong Grong is an Aboriginal term meaning bad camping ground, or very bad camping ground. Grong Grong was bypassed in February 2018 to straighten the Newell Highway at A39 by about 2 kilometres, and also to eliminate a notorious 25 kilometre bend that had caused many accidents, especially trucks overturning. The Grong Grong post office was opened on the 1st of November 1881. The town has a railway station on the Hay branch off the main southern line. However, the line has closed, so with it has the station. Only part of the line is used by the weekly passenger train to Griffith, which does not stop at the station. Grong Grong can be accessed by coaches that stop at the town on the way to Hay or Mildura. The Bremmed Weir and nearby reserve is popular among local anglers, as well as the various riverside locations situated just 5 kilometres to Grong Grong south. The most popular sport in Grong Grong is Australian rules football, despite New South Wales being a largely rugby league supporting state. The local team plays in the Riverina Football League. Regular sporting events include golf, tennis and softball, all hosted at the Grong Grong Sports Club. Grong Grong also hosts annual sporting events such as the Grong Grong Radio, Team Penning and Gymkhana. So that's about it with the basic history of Grong Grong. Please enjoy the remaining aerial views. Okay, so that's really about it of Grong Grong. I hope you enjoyed the video. Not too long, I hope. If you did like it, by all means, click on the like button or the thumbs up icon. Please consider subscribing. Subscribing doesn't cost you 1 cent, and it really does help the channel immensely. But most importantly, stay safe, commute safe, and have a great day. And thank you for your time for watching.